And Shane, we're now opening the snares.
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll give you a call when you're go for the rework after it's all complete.
Sounds good. Okay, so these snares are open. There's a couple S-curves. The upper right and lower right are S-curves. The one on the left side is in the groove.
Yep, we got great view, Shane. That we see it. Thanks. We see the upper right and the lower right are out of the groove.
There, just read ahead. What's next for me?
Reading ahead, you're going to exercise the bearing on the lower left outer bearing in the X-axis using needle nose pliers for 15 seconds. Then you're going to push the left snare into the groove with the needle nose plier.
Okay, to get it out, I need the gap gauge. Is that right?
Shane, you have a go for your lee work.
Thanks, Andy. Because it's in the groove now, I need to get it out to exercise it, right?
Let me check. Houston, with that one left snare in the groove, do we need to use the gap gauge to get that out? Houston concurs. Thank you.
All right, going for the gap gauge, Eric.
Copy, Shane.
And Eric, I'm tethered to cover 10, and I'm removing, again, Alpha 6, counterclockwise 2.
Alpha 6?
My turn.
Copy that. Those are all good numbers. And for cover 10.
Okay, snare is out, Eric. I'm putting the gap gauge away, going for the needle nose.
Copy. Two minutes to sunset.
Copy.
Pliers.
Okay, ready, mark.
Three, two, one, mark.
Okay, complete. Push it back in. Okay, it's back in.
Copy. Now you're going to prep the grease gun and apply grease to the lower left bearings, two of them in a rectangular pattern.
Copy. Throwing the needle nose.
Endeavor Houston. Go ahead. Endeavor Houston for EVA. Just a reminder to have Shane use the needle nose pliers to push the other two snares into the groove. Okay, thanks for the reminder.
Right now, Eric?
And Houston will go ahead and push those into the groove right now.
All right. That didn't work yet.
And Houston, just confirm you want us to push the snares in right now? Houston concurs. Thank you.
All right, Eric, that's done.
Great work, Shane.
Okay, Eric, covers 8, 9, and 10 are removed, and I'm going to get my crew lock bag for cleaning.
Copy, Heidi.
Hey, should I go ahead and pick up the J-hook nozzle also, and then when I'm done cleaning, I can apply the bead of grease on the inboard cannon surface?
That sounds like a good plan, and you should have enough dry wipes for that.
taking the wire tie off, which is attached to the dry wipe. The dry wipe is attached to the crew lock bag.
Copy.
Alright, Eric, I'm engaging the gun. Triangle up.
Copy.
Cover's coming off, and then I'll do the flow knob.
Roger that. Okay, apply grease chain to the lower left bearings. There's two of them, rectangular pattern.
Okay, in sight.
And Eric, I'm releasing the dry wipe off of the grease gun, and I'm going to leave it redded to the large ORU bag.
Copy that. The covers are staying with the bag.
Eric, I'm not getting much grease out of this, so I'm just going to make sure it's primed.
Copy,
I just
Shane.
got my battery volt DC message.
Okay, copy that, Shane. You copy Houston?
And also, Eric, for Houston, is when I removed the cover, there wasn't any grease on the outside of the gun.
Okay, copy that. Did you copy Houston?
Hey, Shane, when you took the cover off the
Effector Houston for EVA, just a reminder for Shane to not have his thumb in the latching part of the end effector.
Copy that. And did you copy the other two calls about the... And Shane, you copy?
Yep. Alright, Eric, that's complete. I'm going to disengage the gun. And I think I can get these other two right here. Let me try this. What's next, right, Eric?
That's right. If you want to try those two, then we only have to rotate it once.
Alright.
And Houston, did you copy Heidi's call about no grease being in the cover when she took the gun out?
We sure did. Great news. Thanks.
Alright, I'm going to have you rotated, Don, because I can't get to it very well. So you can go 120 positive.
Copy.
Okay, Shane, we'll just plan on doing them the way it's written.
Yep.
How's the grease going on those first two bearings?
Yeah, it's getting better. Or I'm getting better. That's probably a better way to put it.
Got it.
And Shane, we're putting that in work. You should see the wrist start to move about now.
Okay, watching. I see it in motion.
And Shane, you have a go for your lee work.
Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, Shane, you're going to apply the grease again to that lower left corner for the two bearings.
Copy.
Rectangular pattern.
All right.
Endeavor Houston for EVA.
Go ahead.
And got a clarification. Shane is to go to press through step 48 like we talked about earlier. He'd pull snare 1 out of the groove using the gap gauge, and then go back to step 35 and 36 to loop bearing 4. And he may need to coordinate to roll the wrist as necessary to get access to bearing 4.
Copy.
All right, Echo 40.
Copy 40.
What's next?
Okay. Any noticeable changes?
That was a little stiffer, but I think it was just the position I was in. I didn't have a great position.
So it didn't change any, or it was just stiff?
I don't think so.
Okay, copy. Push the lower right snare into the groove with the needle nose pliers.
All right, complete.
So Houston, can you repeat again for EVA your last comment?
Sure, we think you should have Shane pull snare 1 out of the groove using the gap gauge, and then have him go back to step 35 and 36 to loop bearing 4. Of course, he may be able to get to bearing 4, but he may have to have the wrist rolled as necessary to get to bearing 4.
Okay, copy that, Houston.
And one more thing, snare 1 is the one that's on Shane's left right now.
All right, actually ready to roll.
So what you're talking about, Shane, is that one, the bearing that we were working on?
Yep.
It's now to your left, just below the camera.
Yep, that's it.
If you want to pull it out, we can work that right now.
That guy right there, okay. I think I can do that.
Hey, Eric?
Go ahead.
I don't know if Houston's been watching or if they have any comments or any other questions about how this is working. I think it's about the same as yesterday. I think you're working a little more meticulously. And because I noticed one of the things yesterday when you layered the bead of grease is that sometimes right under where the grease was laid got coated really well, and on either side it did not.